Greece, the sun and fun capital of the world, it's the Jackie Gleason Show. And away we go!
How sweet it is. Well, let's get this over with. Here he is, our orchestra leader, Sammy Spears. Take a bow. You look lovely, I'll say that. That outfit is rented. $5 an hour and 7 cents a mile. You're beautiful, Sam. I was talking to Sam in rehearsal today. He said, boy, what a time I had last night. I said, where were you? He said, I wish I'd known. I'd go back tonight. You're lovely, Sam. Just beautiful. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people have asked us to present the young ladies that we have doing the commercials. They'd like to get a better look at them. So we thought it would be nice tonight if we brought them out and introduced them to the audience. And first, I would like to introduce our Glee girl, Miss Darlene Enlow. Would you come out, Darlene? I was also stuck on the train with this, too. Darlene, have you anything pertinent to tell the folks about something they might be interested in?
Yes. I went to college and I studied psychology and I was a champion baton twirler.
Champion baton twirler? Well, I think I've seen you in several football games. I was wondering if you know, they always say that people in New York are cold and the people who live here are indifferent to visitors. Have you found it that they are a little chilly or on the cool side, New Yorkers?
No.
No?
Not at all. No. I find the people here are very friendly.
Is that so?
Everybody comes up to me on the street and says, hello, how are you?
Everybody does it, huh?
Well, no, not everybody. Just the men.
Yeah. I can understand that. And say, listen, I wanted to ask you something. I'm not doing anything after the show tonight, and I thought if you had some time, I'd like to take you to dinner, if you'd care to do that. Would you,
I'm sorry. I have a previous engagement.
Oh?
I'm having dinner tonight with Sammy Spear.
You know about the rules, Sam. About fraternization, you know. Nobody's allowed to talk to anybody between the thing. We've had many performers who work as Glee girls or portrettes who have gone on to greater things. But one of the most beautiful and attractive girls we've ever had work for us is here tonight. She's sort of our alumni, and I'd like to give her a nice hand. Miss Clara Mendel. Clara, would you mind coming?
Would you like to go to dinner with... Get out!
And away we go! Ladies and gentlemen, we now present a segment of our show devoted to the comedian's classic. In show business, there are certain routines, sketches, and bits that are considered classics. Whenever possible, we are going to present such great achievements by comedians. Tonight, it will be the famous dentist office scene by a team of performers who are certainly in the Variety Hall of Fame. Smith and Dale.
I don't know, Dr. Jekyll or Oscar Wilde.
How do you do, sir?
Are you a doctor?
I'm a doctor.
I'm dubious.
How do you do, Mr. Dubious? I'm glad to know you.
I'm still dubious.
Say, Mr. Dubious, what's your complaint?
Well, I don't know. Before I saw you, I saw another doctor.
Uh-huh.
He said I had snoo in my blood.
Well, what did they tell
He
you?
told me I had snoo in my blood.
Snoo, what's snoo?
Nothing. What's new with you?
What is your
I
aim?
don't know. I'm as sick as a dog.
Yeah, well, you come to the right place. I'm also a veterinarian. Mr. Dubious, you look a little bit anemic looking.
Yeah.
Are you a blood donor?
I'm not even a blood owner.
Listen, are you married?
Yes or no?
What do you mean, yes or no?
I am, but I wish I wasn't.
Oh, I see.
See, I am my wife's step-husband.
What do you mean, step-husband?
Well, he stepped out and I stepped in.
Oh, I see. Say, Mr. Dubious, you got any children?
I got 3 beautiful children, a boy and a girl.
3 a boy and a girl. What's the other one?
So young, who can tell?
Oh, I see. You got any insurance in your
I
family?
ain't got one nickel insurance.
Oh, for pity's sake, if you should die, what would your wife bury you with?
With pleasure.
Oh, I see. What seems to be your complaint?
I don't know. Every time I eat a heavy meal, I don't feel so hungry after. That's my problem, Doctor.
Well, maybe,
What's your problem?
maybe you don't eat the right kind of vitamins, you see. What kind of dishes do you eat?
Dishes.
What kind of dishes?
What am I, a crocodile?
What is your favorite dish?
Aluminum.
No.
With citizen.
You don't seem to grasp me what I speak.
I don't grasp you.
You don't grasp
Well,
me.
if I don't grasp you, don't grasp me. Besides, you've been eating radishes.
What's the
A
matter?
doctor eats
What's the
radishes.
matter? Don't you like radishes?
I love radishes, but not when you eat it. All right, don't rub it in.
I don't grab you. I would like to know what you eat, what kind of meat you eat.
Will I eat?
What?
Will I eat?
No, I don't ask you, will you eat? I said, what do you eat?
What did I tell you?
You ask me, will you?
I don't say, will you eat? You understand French?
Yes.
Well, I'm speaking English.
Oh, forget it.
I eat veal. We, he, hey, hell, wheel.
Oh, veal.
What do you think I eat? Wagon
I
wheel?
don't know. You should go for the V and not for the woo, you see. Now, how do you, when you eat, do you chew?
No.
You don't chew?
I smoke.
Yeah, that's why.
I smoke soldiers from Pittsburgh. They come in boxes.
What is that, fish?
Check out, my brother-in-law smokes fish. He got a good business.
Yeah?
I should have that business. Last year, his net income was bigger than his gross.
You don't say.
Figure that out.
Yeah, what figure that out?
My brother-in-law.
Put on your brother.
Where are you, doctor? Where do you come in to insult my brother-in-law? He's a philanthropist and a rich man.
Yeah, I could buy him and sell him.
He could buy you and keep you. He don't have to sell you. From my mother-in-law.
Put on her too.
Well, you got something there, buddy.
I want to help you. Now,
Yes, sir.
what do you drink?
What do you got?
I said, no. What's the matter?
I just got a crick on my neck.
What do you mean, a cake?
This I can do.
Yeah.
You see this?
Yeah.
Can do. Look at that.
Oh, did you ever have that before?
Yes.
Well, you got it again.
I got rheumatism on the back of my neck.
You don't
It's
say.
a bad place to have rheumatism on the back of my neck.
Oh, where would you want a better place than on the back of your neck?
On the back of your neck.
You are a pain in the sit down and I will examine you. Last week you always have sometimes a customer that they don't.
All right, I'm glad you don't wear binoculars.
What binoculars?
Doctor, you hope.
I am painless.
You're painless.
I am painless.
But I ain't. Don't cross it.
I ask you, please, mister, I got no patience.
I shouldn't have been here either.
Take off the coat. Take off the coat, my boy. Take off the coat. Take off the coat.
The cold is on. Tomorrow I'll bring you a bubble
I
gum.
like that. I have here, always you get here customers that makes you,
What are you doing?
I'm sterilizing the instrument. No, don't breathe. Don't breathe. I mean,
Doctor, take care of yourself.
wait, I got that.
You
Yeah.
got it wrong there. See?
Now, don't breathe.
Don't breathe.
Don't breathe.
Can't you get the station?
Yeah. Now, I would like to see you inhale.
A man.
Inhale, I would like like to see you.
In hell, you would like to see me. In hell, I would like to see you.
Now keep your mouth wide open and say fish.
Harry,
Sing out the tongue. Way out more.
I can't. You're tied on the back here.
Sing out the tongue. Yeah, I've seen better tongues hanging in a butcher shop.
I saw better doctors practicing without a diploma. Doctor, were you ever in the army?
Oh, I'm no army doctor.
Well, you must be a naval doctor.
Put on the coat.
Doctor, you understand the whole case?
Yeah, the whole trouble with you need eyeglasses.
My eyes are all right, it's only my mind. I got women on the mind. When I see beautiful women walking down the street, I lose my mind.
Oh, that's bad to have women on the mind. That could affect your hearing.
Is that so?
What did you say?
Go on. Everything is all right, doctor.
Yeah.
Now, I want to know, what do I owe you?
I make that cheap, $10.
For what?
For my advice.
$10 for your advice?
Yeah.
Well, doctor, here is $2. Take it. That's my advice. What?
You're a haggler.
I'm a haggler?
Yeah.
I'm a liberal conservative.
Is that your... Listen, you come in here and waste my time.
One more word from you, you'll only get $1.
You!
That's the word here.
Department stores again remind you to do your Christmas shopping early. A word of warning, though, be especially careful to hide the children's presents where they won't find them.
Same thing? Coming up, pal. Huh? Oh, nothing. Just hanging around all day. Reading this American Scene magazine. They got an article in here about those airplanes that had the movies on them. They had their first accident last week. When they started to show this movie, it was so bad a guy got up and walked out. Huh? Oh, he's in the back. I'll call him out. Hey, Craig!
Hey, Joe. Hello, Mr. Johnny.
Well, Craig, what's been going on?
Joe, you'll never know who moved back into the neighborhood. Belly Laughs Bailey.
Belly Laughs is back in the neighborhood?
Yeah.
How do you like that?
You know him.
Yeah.
Gee, what a funny guy. And what a sense of humor. Not only does he look funny, but he talks funny, too. He wears a dopey hat and always has a silly smile on his face. And he's always laughing for no reason at all. Belly Laughs comes up to me, and right away I start laughing. He said, Craig, my wife just came back from the doctor, and he said she should go someplace for a rest. She needs a change of scenery. So, right away, I broke open my piggy bank, and I gave her all my quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. I said to him, well, why did you give your wife all your silver and all your pennies? And Belly Laugh says, I figured the change would do her good. What a goofy guy he is. You know, Joe, the other day, we're all hanging out in front of Chris's, the barber shop. And we're just hanging around. We're not doing nothing. Just hanging around. We didn't feel like doing nothing. So we're hanging around. And we're not doing nothing. All right! Fatso Fogarty says, let's all go down to Madame Alakazoo, the mind reader. She's got a special on tonight. 2 heads for the price of 1. Bookshelf Robinson says, I don't believe in that mind-reading stuff. I says, me either. Because after all, Joe, superstitions are all a Fig Newton of the imagination.
They're all a what?
Superstitions are all a Fig Newton of the imagination. And Bookshelf Robinson says, only man is superstitious. There is no record of any animal ever being superstitious. And Teddy Jolanda says, oh yeah? Did you ever hear of a mouse running in front of a black cat in Friday the 13th? And Lucy Cooley looks at Bookshelf Robinson and says, are you sure you're not superstitious? And Bookshelf Robinson says, I'm positive I'm not superstitious. And Flutie says, good, let me $13. Speaking of superstitions, I wonder if it's unlucky to postpone a wedding. And Terrible Temper O'Toole says, of course it's not unlucky to postpone a wedding, as long as you keep on postponing it.
How about singing Donahue and I a little song, pal? Hey, Don, put it down to number 8, will you?
When I grow too old to dream, I'll have you to remember.
Your love will live in my heart. So kiss me, my sweet, and so let us part. And when I grow too old to dream, your love will live in my
The sun and fun capital of the world, it's the Jackie Gleason Show. And away we go!
Thank you. How sweet it is. Down in the pit, down in the pit. Ladies and gentlemen, our orchestra leader, Sammy Spears. Sometimes a fellow will, oh, myself. All right, Mr. G. My mother-in-law, she nags me morning, noon, and night. It's on account of you she nags me.
What have I got to do with it?
She says to me, why don't you get a decent job?
Well, what have I got to do with you getting a decent...
She says, why don't you ask your boss for a raise?
I should give you a raise because...
She says, why don't you change the part in your hair? Now, there's a brilliant remark.
No, it's not a brilliant remark.
Oh, it's not a brilliant remark.
No.
No, my mother-in-law's not entitled to her opinion, huh? You'll have to listen. Oh, now you're against free speech.
What have I got to do with free speech?
You don't care about the Constitution.
I don't care about the Constitution.
The Bill of Rights is out, huh?
I like the Bill of Rights.
Patrick Henry is through.
I love Patrick Henry.
Oh, you don't care. You wouldn't say that. Everybody has a right to say what they think.
I say everybody has a right to say what they think.
You wouldn't tell the people to...
I tell them right here now.
Yeah, you'll tell
Everybody's got a right to say what they think.
But you won't tell the people in Jersey.
I'll tell them in Jersey.
How about Canarsie?
I'll tell them in Canarsie.
You won't tell it out so the whole world can hear
I'll
it.
tell it to the whole world. You're allowed to free speech. Have free speech. Hello for Happy Henry. America, America. I love you. Free speech. Hooray for liberty. Hooray for liberty.
Get a load of the nut that my kids and I depend on for a living. Here's a lot of nice people sitting around having a good time. Everybody tending to their own business, And this rabble-rouser is trying to start a new revolution in his... Get out! Sit there, say about that. A little traveling music sound. Away we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the British Grenadier Guards, who have stood in front of Buckingham Palace for hundreds of years, have only been viewed by the public while on duty. However, the American Scene magazine has received thousands of requests to show you what the Grenadier Guards look like in his off hours. We now take you to the Grenadier Barracks outside of Buckingham Palace.
Peacetime, the armed services of our nation are always at work. The American Scene magazine is privileged to take you now to a secret room in the Navy Department to witness a high-level peacetime strategy meeting. doesn't act as though he cares. But deep inside, oh, I know he cares. And that is why I'm tied right by his side. As long as he needs me, I know where I will. I'll cling on steadfastly as long as he needs me. As long as life is long, I love him right or wrong. I'll be strong as long as he needs me. If you are lonely, then you will know someone needs you. You love them so. I won't betray his trust. Though people say I've got to stay true, just as long as he needs me.
Dear friends, every husband fears the day when he has to take his wife out in the family car and teach her to drive. Because of this, one enterprising company came up with the idea to protect the husband, a practice-in-your-living-room car kit. It contains a steering wheel, shift stick, gas, and brake pedals. Using this, the husband can teach his wife the basic fundamentals of driving in the safety of his own home.
coming up, huh? You love it, baby. Huh? Ah, the usual things, you know, the nuts that run in here. The day a guy comes in here and he says, let me have a bourbon. So I give him a bourbon, he drinks it down, he goes like this. You know, like a nut. He says, let me have another one. I pour him another one, he drinks it down, he gives it. Then he pays me for the drinks and he starts to walk out. So I says, wait a minute, buddy. I said, I've been a bartender for years. I've never seen this kind of behavior. I said, if you hate liquor this much, which obviously you do, why do you drink it? He says, well, I'll tell you the truth. I'm on a diet. And I just had a big meal. And if I go home and my wife smells food on my breath, I'm dead. Oh, yeah, he's the back. I'll call him out. Hey, Clay!
Hi, Joe. Hello, Mr. Johnny. Hey, Joe, I got a cute riddle for you. How do you kill a purple elephant?
I don't know. How do you kill a purple elephant?
You shoot him with a purple elephant gun. How do you kill a white elephant?
You shoot him with a white elephant gun.
No, you hold his nose till he turns purple. Then you shoot him with a purple elephant. I feel so good. Guess who's back in town? Belly Laps Bailey. What a sense of humor he's got, Joe. Hey, he's such a funny-looking guy. I just have to look at him and I start laughing. He walks up to me and he grabs my hand and he says, Belly Laps F. Bailey is the name. You remember me? I said, yeah. What's the F stand for? He said, football. When I was born, my father took one look at me and he kicked off. What a funny guy he is, Joe. And speaking of fun, whenever the SSS OFX get together, boy, they sure have a ball. Last week, they all went up to Bear Mountain for the winter sport. The SSOFS, that's the Smiling Sons of the Friendly.
I know what it is.
Yeah, but this was a combined trip, Joe. You know, the Smiling Sons of the Friendly Shillelaghs have a branch, the DDODD. That's the Darling Daughters of Dublin near Donegal. Yeah, and for the winter sports, they also invited their new branch, the CCCC. MMMDDODD. That means the congenial and conservative, conscientious country cousins of the merry mothers of the Darling Daughters of Dublin near Donegal's branch of the Smiling Sons of the Friendly Shillelaghs. When we all got up to Bear Mountain, we went into the lodge. And the whole gang was there. We all went into the locker room, Joe, to put on our ski suits. Everybody was there. What fun. Vinnie Callahan, Dunny Dulles, and Jimmy McHale, Carl Vitale, Nick Castle. Everybody was there,
Was
Joe.
Jimmy Prost there?
Yeah, Jimmy Prost. The Bucky Lobato says, hey, fellas, if you ask me, a ski suit is just a fancy name for long underwear. Bucky Lobato gets his ski suit all put on nice and says, fellas, I feel great. Boy, today I'm going to ski like I never skied before. I says, how's that, Buggy? He says, I don't know. I never skied before. Kenny Galanza says, I just want to know one thing. I just want to know one thing. Suppose I'm going real fast down a mountain and one of my skis come off. What'll I do? Bookshelf Robinson says, don't worry, you'll do it.
See you next week, Freddie.
Okay, Joe.
See you next week, Mr. Donahue.